गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्मा।
Namaskarams to all the divine souls. Today I'm very, very happy to meet all of you here in UAE. Many of you may think, what is the need of Sushumna Kriya Yoga in our day-to-day life? Isn't it? We are the most gifted and wonderful beings on this planet. You have lot of potential within you. Many of you may not know how to tap into that potential. We have 72,000 nadis in our energy body. Of which there are 7 major energy junctions. In yogic language, we call them chakras. When we practice Sushumna Kriya Yoga regularly, we get abundant flow of cosmic energy. With this energy, we can energize all the nadis and chakras in our energy body. This helps you to tap your unique capabilities and increase productivity in your day-to-day life. Now you tell me whether we should practice Sushumna Kriya Yoga. This is very simple and most effective meditative technique. This is the combination of 4 meditative techniques. In this, we have Mudra meditation, Omkara meditation, breathing meditation, and third eye meditation. First is Yoga Mudra. Yoga Mudra intensifies to receive more cosmic energy. Actually, when we keep our thumbs together in Yoga Mudra, our Sushumna Nadi gets more energy vibration. Index fingers together, Ida and Pingala Nadi gets more vibrations. By interlocking 3 other remaining fingers, all the nadis in our energy body get more vibrations. Among all the nadis, Sushumna is the most powerful and energetic nadi. It helps us to awaken our Kundalini energy. Throughout Sushumna Kriya Yoga, we should keep our hands in Yoga Mudra. Second step is Omkara. Om is the universal sound. It creates highest sound energy. In Sushumna Kriya Yoga, we chant Omkara in most effective way. Actually, Omkara is the combination of 3 syllables, that is Akara, Okara and Makara. But here, we chant Akara and Makara in 1:2 ratio. And one should chant Omkara in a special way. You should listen to your Omkara while chanting. Shall we practice Omkara for 3 times now? How do you feel? By chanting like this, all the cells in our body gets more vibrations, especially our brain cells. It enhances the pituitary gland. In Sushumna Kriya Yoga, we chant Omkara minimum 21 times. For school-going children, it's always better to chant Omkara morning 10 times and evening 10 minutes. Their long-term memory and concentration will definitely improve. Third step is long and deep breaths with bhava. Normally, our breathing is shallow, isn't it? Because of this, we don't get enough oxygen levels. This definitely impacts our physical and mental health. In this, we do long and deep breaths slowly. That too with bhava. When you are breathing in, feel that you are taking all the positive qualities like love, compassion, patience, good health, like that. When you are exhaling, breathe out all your negative qualities like anger, impatience, sorrow, and ill health. In this Kriya meditation, we do 14 times long and deep breaths with bhava. Bhava is very, very important. Final step is focusing our awareness in third eye region. So, many people may think it's very difficult. I'll tell you one easiest way. During these 49 minutes, feel that you are the soul. Soul means if you feel that you are the soul, soul will have thoughts? No. This is the most easiest way. So, this 49 minutes, we are connecting to our soul. Don't imagine any God's idol. Don't chant any mantra. Thoughtless mind is called meditation. Shall we start the Diksha now? I think all of you understood how to meditate. Sit comfortably. Keep your hands in Yoga Mudra. Totally relax your body. Close your eyes with a smile on your face. Along with me, you chant 21 Omkaras. In between, please don't open your eyes. If you do so, you lose 80% of your energy. Now 14 times Bhava Swasa. Now come back to normal breathing. Gently focus your awareness or concentration on third eye region. Place your palms over your eyes and slowly come out of your meditative state. You all did wonderful meditation. We all just clap for a minute. This technique is based on 7 major chakras. That's why we have in these 21 Omkaras, 14 deep breaths, and 49 minutes of meditation. If you want to know the power of Sushumna Kriya Yoga, you should practice 49 minutes and 49 days. With this Kriya, daily 10 minutes of introspection also very, very important. In case if you don't have time for 49 minutes, at least 21 minutes. Nobody can tell that they don't have 21 minutes. I wish all of you healthy, energetic, and blissful living. Let all the beings in this universe eternally experience Mangalam, Nitya Shubha Mangalam.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us now express our sincere gratitude to our Guru, Her Holiness, Sri Aathmanandamayi Mataji, for this wonderful session. Let us all give Mataji a standing ovation for coming all the way from India to conduct this wonderful session. Let's all give a thunderous applause to Her Holiness, Sri Aathmanandamayi Mataji. Thank you all very much. Request you all to kindly be seated. Sushumna Kriya Yoga is a powerful technique that awakens an invincible power in the practitioners. The practice bestows positive health and positive transformation. Let us now listen to the testimonies of Sushumna Kriya Yoga practitioners. Dr. Prashanth, Chief Revenue Officer from UAE. Request Dr. Prashanth to come onto the stage.
Om Sushumna. పరమగురువులు శ్రీ 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 భోగనాథ్ సిద్ధర్ మహర్షుల వారికి, శ్రీ 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 మావతార్ బాబాజీ గారికి, మరియు నా గురుదేవులు శ్రీ 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 పూజ్యశ్రీ ఆత్మానందమయ్య అమ్మ గారికి సాష్టాంగ నమస్కారం, శరణాగతి. My name is Dr. Prashanth. I am working as a Chief Revenue Officer. I am staying in Abu Dhabi from 2009. I am from Hyderabad, India, and I took initiation on 11th March 2021 on Mahashivratri Day through online by our Guru Ma. Okay, just I want to give small brief about myself and my family. I want to divide the topic into two. Before Sushumna Kriya, what I was. After Sushumna Kriya, what I am. Whether it is professionally, what is the difference? Personal life, what is the difference? And spiritual life, what is the difference? Coming to my small background, I came from a very orthodox family. My parents are very orthodox, believing God and spiritually involved in all the way. Being a doctor and science background, I used to interpret all the spiritual thoughts of my father into my own way, and most of the time I used to deny him and not accepting his thoughts. Lot of discussions used to happen, and most of the time they felt sad and they cried a lot because of my behavior. No, my personal, if you take my personal thing, I was very arrogant person and very egoistic. And how arrogant I was, like my mother and my own sister, they used to scare to talk with me. That much arrogant and very egoistic and completely pessimistic thinking. So all these characteristics pulled me back in my professional career. So wherever I used to work, most of the time I used to think pessimistic and get panic for small issues and day-to-day problems in the profession. This was my before Sushumna Kriya. This I was. So from March 11th, 2021, Mahashivratri Day, after initiation, I started continuously doing Brahma Muhurta meditation, 49 minutes, and 49 days I completed. So I was continuing the journey. Then in my office, the management got changed. And most of you know, once the management changed, then they will think of layoffs and terminations. So most of the list they prepared, and I came to know that my name also was there in the list. Still I was continuing my practice, Sushumna Kriya in the Brahma Muhurta time, without fail. One of the day I have seen the Guruma's video, wherein one of the Guru Purnima event, Paramagurus gave the slogan or instructions to Guruma to tell all the Sushumna Kriya yogis to bless. So whenever the new person encounters to you in a day-to-day activities, bless them with ఆనందంగా, ఆరోగ్యంగా, శాంతియుతంగా, శక్తివంతంగా ఉండాలని bliss. I mean to say energetic, healthy, full to be there. We should bless them like that. So I started doing that internally. Wherever I go, wherever in my flat or when I am going out, when I am going to office, wherever any person encounters me, I used to inside bless them to be healthy, happy and energetic life. So the final judgment day came. So HR head was calling everyone, giving the termination letters. So my turn came. I went there and sat. Then he said, "You are going to stay with the company. You are not going to terminate." Then it was like magic for me. I could not able to express anything now. So I asked the head of the HR, what is the reason? What happened? He said, we took the complete list to the management. The management, they rounded your name and said that this person is going to be with us in this company, remaining all the people can be terminated. So even HR person doesn't know why only one person out of that complete list took out and continuing with the company. So fine, I was thinking something is happening to me, that I could able to figure it out, but I am not able to figure it out completely what actually is happening. So slowly days passed and I got promoted to a manager, and after that I promoted to director. Finally I promoted to chief revenue officer. It's like chief position, means in my career that is the highest position, so which I got achieved. And I am having the golden visa also, government, UAE government issued me with. Okay, this is all happened 2 years, 9th day, this is actually 2 years, 9th day. So this is what happened. This is one part. Then when I was working as a manager in day-to-day activities, you know, the new challenges, the new problems used to come to me. As I was practicing Sushumna Kriya Yoga, my understanding skills, my problem resolving skills and analyticals dramatically increased a lot. So I used to handle those problems and I used to solve the problems easily, unlike before. So this was the, then what the company has seen the work of mine, then slowly what value I'm adding to the company, they realized. They promoted me to director level. Okay, when I got to the director level position, what happened? The bigger problems, as you know, the position increases, then bigger problems will encounter. So this time, the problems, bigger problems is coming to me along with a solution. My involvement, my effort is very minimal actually. Most of the time, all the problems or issues or tasks was coming along with a solution to me, needless of my intervention or involvement into the much. So like that, I was doing that, and all this, what I can say without any doubt, this is happened because of Guruma and Paramaguru's blessings only. They were doing like, sometimes I felt that they will do the things to you like a small kid. I mean to say, how I can explain? If we are father and mother, if small kid is there, we will arrange the food, water and all those things. Like that, they were arranging everything for me. So without my intervention into much and without my involvement into it much. This is what I experienced actually, and because of the blessings of Paramagurus and Guruma only, I know that I could able to solve, or I could able to get this position. Okay. So finally what happened, I was in director, then one example I want to give, how the Guruma or Paramagurus helps us. My CEO gave me a bigger task actually when I was in director, to get a contract from a company. Getting the contract from that company, the success rate was less than 10%. Means 90% it is, it won't get succeed. Then I was thinking how to approach them, how to penetrate into the issue. On exactly third day, from that company, a representative, he himself called me and was telling that we want to collaborate with you and we want to have a contract with you. So this is actually happened because of their blessings only. Other than that, I cannot imagine myself that I will get this contract and this position. Then the company got to know the value of mine and they promoted me as a chief. This is my professional career. Coming to the personal career actually, before that, so everything was coming to me like this and everything they were doing to me like this. Then I was thinking one day, in return I want to give something to them. So I was thinking, as a normal human being, thinking in return we can offer some money or name or something, something, something. One day I was in meditation. After doing meditation, actually, a idea came to me. All these things, whatever I'm having now, that is because of them. They are the one giving me. What is the fun, or what is the meaning that I have to return back whatever they gave to me? So finally, I made my mind. I just surrender myself to Ammagaru and Paramagurus completely. Manasa, Vacha, Karmana, I surrendered myself. So I was left with nothing. So this is what about professional. Personal life, it comes to after Sushumna Kriya. I learned one thing in my life is one slogan kind of thing. Keep in touch, don't keep touching. In daily activities, whatever you do it, but don't get continuous touch into it. Come back and do your job again. This is what the major personal changes happened, and my ego completely vanished. Almost all vanished, my ego. I'm left with nothing. And my understanding, analytical skills, all this got increased tremendously, no doubt in it. Completely, I'm now optimistic. And in addition to this, one of my personal character changed is seva bhava it developed in me. Means whatever way I could able to serve the people, I am serving the people. Whatever way, maybe in the serving, in the social events, serving as a money, whatever I could able to do, I'm serving the needy people. So with this, actually, this increased the bonding within my family. Okay, this is my personal. Now coming to the spiritual life. So now, after doing all these things, practice continuously, 49 minutes when I sit and do the Brahma Muhurta meditation, it looks like me for 10 minutes or 15 minutes. So comfortably, I'm sitting and doing the meditation for 49 minutes. And as you know, most of the people will be knowing some good visions when you are doing the meditation and practice of Sushumna Kriya Yoga. This is about the spiritual life. So now, before I conclude, I want to just say, any person, regardless of any religion, any nationality, any age, any time, 24 hours, you can do this practice and reap the benefits out of it. I am the evidence, actually. I am the evidence for this. Why? Because before Sushumna Kriya Yoga practice, how I completely 360 degrees, I changed myself. That is because of only Sushumna Kriya Yoga practice and Guruma and Paramaguru's blessings only. None other than that. Okay, with this stage, I want to request all the new practitioners who took the initiation. Boss, do your current job, whatever you are doing, but practice Sushumna Kriya Yoga daily and regularly. And third and main point is, just surrender yourself to Paramagurus and Guruma. Whatever you want in your life, whatever is good for in your life, that will come to you. You no need to go behind it, drag yourself into anything. Just do these three practices, everything will come to you. You need to go anywhere. Thanks to giving me this opportunity, and again, I want to convey my complete surrenderness to my Guruma and Paramagurus. For all, Mangalam, Nitya Shubha Mangalam.
Mr. Jeff Kakeagni from the United States, who works as a real estate lawyer at Philadelphia. Mr. Jeff will take us through his journey of Sushumna Kriya Yoga practice.
I would like to begin by expressing my humblest gratitude to Sri 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 Bhoganath Sitar, and my humblest gratitude to Sri 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 Mahavatar Babaji, and my humblest gratitude to Sri 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 Aathmanandamayi Mataji. Om Sushumna. Welcome. Hello. I am Jeff Calcagni, and I'm from the United States. I am a Sushumna Kriya Yogi. And I realized this week that you are too, all of you. It's a wonderful thing. By the end of my brief talk, I think you'll understand why. I began this practice in July of 2021. A friend named Gopal introduced me to this practice. He did so by asking me to read a book called Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda. He then gave me the book as a gift. I don't know if you have this book or if you've heard of it, but if not, I do recommend that you go and buy it as soon as you can, read it, and give it to a friend. Now, a little bit about myself is that as a lawyer, I've been a practicing lawyer for 25 years. I have done hundreds of contracts, which means I spend most of my day reading and writing contracts. So if you were to hand me a book, I don't really want to read it. So what I did without telling Gopal was I immediately went to the internet, YouTube, and found that you can get Autobiography of a Yogi as an audiobook for free. So that's what I did. And every day I drive to work. It's 40 minutes there, it's 40 minutes back. I can listen to it. And I absolutely loved it. So I recommend you do the same if, like me, you don't like to read. When I got home at night, I had the book that Gopal gave me so I could open it up and review what I had listened to on my trip and catch the details that I had missed. It's really very wonderful. I'm sorry this is such a moment for me at the moment. I am going to try my best to remember what I intended to say after this point. As I was listening to Autobiography of a Yogi, the first thing that made me extremely excited is when Yogananda described Kriya Yoga. It's such a simple practice with such profound effects. So I immediately reached out to Gopal and said, Gopal, how am I going to learn this? And his reaction was great. He said, this is a superb time, Jeff. We are in an auspicious time of Guru Purnima. It's an event that was about to occur, and he said we are hosting initiations. I think it was in the next week. So he said, you're invited. I said, great. I went home and I talked to my wife. I talked to my mother. I talked to my sons. I asked them if they would go with me. And to my surprise, they all said yes. So I proceeded to Kalpana's house and was initiated. Now, the reason why I'm in front of you today is to share my experiences in Kriya Yoga. And the first experience I wanted to share is how simple it is and how accessible it is. You already know how simple it is. Within 5 to 10 minutes, you have learned Sushumna Kriya Yoga. That's it. It really is an amazing gift that it's that simple. It will take a lifetime for us to master, but we know how to practice it. Think about that. From an accessibility standpoint, because these are post-pandemic times, everything is on the internet. And the organization, Divya Babaji Sushumna Kriya Yoga Foundation, is on the internet. 2 times a day, you can meditate with hundreds of other practitioners. It's that easy. Now, if for whatever reason you cannot make any of those times, you still meditate on your own. It's that easy. It's a simple practice and it's accessible. My second experience is deeply personal and one that is painful for me to share because it's true. I'm 54, so I was initiated when I was 52. For the 32 years, starting with my college career and ending with initiation, I was the kind of person that felt that working during the day was me working for somebody else. And the evening, after 8 p.m., was the time that I could work for myself. I could squeeze out of the evening all the things that I couldn't do for myself during the day. So if I wanted to learn something, if I wanted to get entertainment, if I wanted to do stupid things, it would all be, for me, in that time frame. And that time frame, starting with 8 p.m., could go to 1 a.m., could go to 2 a.m., it could go to 3 a.m., and then I would wake up at 7:30 or 8 o'clock. So I thought I was squeezing more of life out of the night. And all I was doing was having the night squeeze more of life out of me. Why? Because I woke up fatigued. And when I came home from work, I was fatigued. But at work, surprisingly, I was absolutely fine. So what happened? Well, I suffered, and the people who loved me suffered as well. Why? Life has its ups and downs. We all know that. You have a family, you don't have a family, still you know that life goes up and down. When the times are up, it doesn't matter if you're doing yoga or not, we're all happy. But when the times are down, how you act, how you react, that's what defines you. So if you're fatigued, you can guess what happens. I'll tell you what happens. Here's an example. I'm a father. I have a son. My son's young. Picture him sitting on a chair, crying because he did something wrong. Picture me above him. I don't hit my son. I yell. I'm angry. I'm fatigued. I didn't have time to put up with it. And I'm yelling and he's crying. My words are like fists. Yes, I didn't hit him, but my words hit him. Now, the world has an interesting way of dealing with things like this, because that man grows older, and that boy grows into a man. Now, if there was enough love there, they'll be okay. Sort of. Right? They go on. But that's not a good way to live life. Right? But I had an addiction to the night. Now, my miracle of Kriya Yoga is that it fixed that. You know, at 52, when you have a habit that's ingrained, you wonder if you can ever change that, even if you want to. But Kriya Yoga gave me that power. Within 2 to 3 months, do you know what happened? The breath was like rocket fuel. The energy that I felt helped me wake up earlier and earlier. And I started to go to bed earlier and earlier. So now I'm going to bed at 11. If I'm up past 11:10, I get nervous. And I wake up, believe it or not, at 4 a.m. every day. And when I wake up, I now have 3 hours between 4 and 7 that I never had before. And those 3 hours are absolutely precious. In one of those hours, I can do much more than I could have done in the other 7 that I was trying to take from the night. So, what happened? I became addicted to the day, to the morning. It was a shift of addiction. And it worked. And that's the miracle. That's my experience number 2. Experience number 3 is an interesting one, and I wanted to share it because it may be of importance to someone or some of you. So the minute I was given this great practice, I started to practice. From the day I learned Kriya Yoga, for you today, I practiced every single day. Why? You can see why. This is how it affects me. I love it. What am I going to not do? But so until today, I've practiced every single day. This is a discussion about experiences, and one experience that people talk about are inner visions. I had no inner visions in all of that time. I'm just sharing that with you so that you shouldn't feel alone if you're not having inner visions. It doesn't mean anything. What means something is that you practice Kriya Yoga, Sushumna Kriya Yoga. That's what means something. The visions come when you need the visions. If you don't need them, they don't come. It's as simple as that. It's not our decision. Our decision is to practice. Experience number 4. So, while I didn't have inner vision experiences, my whole outer vision, outer experience of life has radically changed, right? You take a guy that's fatigued at home in the morning and at home in the evening, and you give him rocket fuel in the morning, and you wake up with that guy, it's a whole new world, right? My family, my relationship with my family, my relationship with my children, my relationship with my friends, my coworkers, my relationship with this foundation. I cannot tell you how many family members have come into my life in this 1 week, being amongst all of you wonderful individuals. This is my 4th experience. So my 5th experience is this. When I think about Kriya Yoga, I think about the 5 fingers of my hand. You have the mudra, you have the amkara, you have breathing. You have the third eye meditation. And this 5th one is extremely important, as you've heard other people say. This fifth one is introspection. Now, where the breath acted like rocket fuel for me, the funny thing is that introspecting before I go to bed is almost like taking an Ambien. It makes me go to sleep. So I always wake up fretting that I didn't finish introspecting the evening before, and I introspect then. But it's that powerful. So what is it in my mind? If you think of the mind as a dog, you can think of introspection as a leash. So as you use introspection to really start to learn about yourself, you get control of that dog with the leash. So when you're in a situation, you'll start to understand when it might go the wrong way, before it goes the wrong way. And that's precious. It's just absolutely precious. And once that happens, you can truly surrender to Guru, because you need to surrender to Guru. So those are my 5 experiences. But it's not all that I wanted to tell you. Remember I told you you're all Sushumna Kriya yogis. Well, you should know something. It doesn't matter how much money you have on this earth. It doesn't matter how rich you are, how many US dollars, how many dirham, how many rupees, how many yen you have. You cannot buy Sushumna Kriya Yoga. You can't yourself decide you want to go out and get it. It's not available. There's only one person who decides, one guru who decides that you can have it. She decided that you could be here today. That's why you're here today. You have been given this gift already. Think about that. It's already yours. The most precious thing on earth is already yours. All you have to do is accept the gift. Mangalam Nitya Shubha Mangalam.
Now it's time to give due recognition to the most important people of this event. They are the primary reason of this gathering and this session here at Sharjah. May I now request Prashanth Amma Garu, Managing Trustee, Divya Babaji Sushumna Kriya Yoga Foundation, to do the honors to our distinguished guests. We are extremely delighted to have amongst us a best-selling author, motivational TED Talk speaker, strategic advisor, and a senior corporate leader, Mr. Sridhar Vivara, CEO of BMR Innovations. We request Mr. Sridhar Garu to come onto the stage to receive honors from Her Holiness, Pujya Guru, Shri 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 Aathmanandamayi Mataji. Leadership is an action, not a position. Mr. Buddy, CEO of Preneur Marine, strongly believes in these lines. He has inspired many to be strong and committed leaders. It is indeed an honor to have Mr. Buddy as our distinguished guest. We request Mr. Buddy to come on to the dais. Please give him a big round of applause. Mr. Buddy, CEO of Preneur Marine Services, will now be receiving honors from Pujyasri Aathmanandamayi Mataji. We feel profusely elated to invite Mr. and Mrs. K.V. Pandian Avargal to come onto the stage to receive honors from our Guru, Her Holiness, Shri Aathmanandamayi Mataji. K.V. Pandyanji is the General Manager of G Gas Power Services. Thank you very much, Mr. and Mrs. K.V. Pandyan Avargal. On behalf of Divya Babaji's Sushumna Kriya Yoga Foundation, we request Srinivas Palti Garu to come onto the stage to receive honors from our Guru, Her Holiness, Shri Aathmanandamayi Mataji. Srinivas Garu is always full of energy, dynamism, and power. Please give a very big round of applause to Srinivas Garu. Okay. It enhances our joy to welcome Prasanna Somireddy Garu, entrepreneur from UAE, Regional Coordinator for Andhra Pradesh NRTS, to come onto the stage to receive honors from our Guru, Shri Aathmanandamayi Mataji. We also thank Sandeep ji from Sharjah Expo Center for extending his support. Thank you very much, Prashanth Garu. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Divya Babaji, Sushumna Kriya Yoga Foundation, we are very happy to announce Brahma Muhurta meditation from 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. in UAE timings, and also Sayam Sandhya meditation from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. every day. You can join these sessions virtually on YouTube. We are also extremely happy to announce full moon meditation classes at Abu Dhabi, Dubai, and Sharjah. These sessions will be held once every month on full moon evenings. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all express our gratitude to our Guru, Her Holiness, Pujyasri Aathmanandamayi Mataji. Let us all stand up in reverence while Mataji disembarks the stage.
Mano Mangalam, Mano Mangalam, आत्ममङ्गलम् सर्वमङ्गलम्